Hello guys, or hello everyone. Good evening. So now we are going to discuss about a topic that is most of the new investors, traders, or especially the traders have been neglecting as they start because they only want to earn, and they don't understand how the system works or how the trading works. No? So our topic for today is all about taking profit and cutting losses. Okay, taking profit and cutting loss. So we will discuss about the importance of that one and how can we plot it through the charts or using the charts. What are some of the um, indicators that you can use. Alright, so by the way, my name is Kevin Autea. You're watching this on my YouTube channel. Please do hit the subscribe button for you to get weekly updates about the stock market and some personal finance. Alright, so here's the main topic. So guidelines in set. So again, my usual flow is that we read the textbook or theoretical approach of that one, then apply it in the charts. Okay? So, guidelines in setting stop loss and take profit. Yung pala yun. Stop loss, cut loss, it's just the same. TP, that's the word itself, no? Target profit, take profit, you can hear those words usually, no? TP. So, what is stop loss and take profit? Kumbaga, it's just inversely or it's the other way around. For stop loss, an order you placed or a price area you consider to sell your position to prevent further losses based on your risk tolerance. No? On the other hand, an order you place or a price area you consider to sell your position to secure your profits based on your criteria. Again, let's break this down first. All right. An order you placed here in our country, the Philippines, you cannot do take profit or stop loss. You will guide it manually. Or if I'm not mistaken, the first Metro Pro, they already have the stop loss tawag dito in their tawag dito, interface. Then I get familiarized with stop loss and take profits using eToro. So that's an international international broker. There they have stop loss and take profit. So that's where I get to appreciate it more. But here in the Philippines, I think Investagrams has their target profit, cut loss, but of course they don't have the brokerage yet. So the program will just message you or hit you a text message that your target profit has been hit. So that means that you will log into your brokerage account for you to sell or for you to check your account. Same goes with cutting losses. Right? So to prevent further losses, all right, as we all know, stock market is a game of or is a business of high probability. Diba? But if everything goes against you, you prevent further losses. All right, and all of those criteria will base on your risk tolerance. No, let's say for instance, the usual thing is 3 to 5, no, or some of the people use 5 to 8% loss per trade, or that's value at risk, or they're protecting their capital for about 1%. No? We'll discuss more of it soon. No? The exact risk management or risk reward ratio, some things like that. Right? On take profits area, you want to secure again the term order you place. All right, that's I mean, the price you want to take your profit already, but you cannot leave it um, like many tawag dito, there are gaps ahead of it. It should be like within the five columns or rows in the brokerage trading account. No, secure your profit based on your criteria. So each of us has our own criteria. Let's say you want to take your profit on the swing, right? Example, for this bounce, no, you want to take your profit here, no, because you have already seen a pattern, right? Or for others, because it didn't break through or break out from the resistance, they are taking profit here, no? Or the other way around, no, they are using other indicators which will be discussed later. So what are the advantages and disadvantages of this one? Of course, for the advantages, you want to limit your loss and secure your profit, no? Because some of us, no, I'm trying to include my personal example, no? For me, what I learned from taking profit is that there are times that you should already secure your profit, or the other way around, there are times that you will allow some losses. All right, I'll give you an example. Let's say your strategy is quite midterm, right? So when you're let's say this is your stock, right? It breaks out from the resistance, no? So this is your ideal take profit, or this is the area you see that it will hit its resistance. But it retraced for like around 50% from this area. So that's where your criteria will take into place. Would you take profit here, which is the discussion, or would you um, let the flow or let the loss and wait for it to bounce back up again? All right. On the other way around, if it didn't went to your plan, let's say for example, you bought it at this price. Okay, you bought it at that price, then the price went down up to this level. So that's where your stop loss will be triggered or will take into place. Like for instance, there's a breakout at this area, but it's like a false or a fake breakout. Then you are going to sell at this point. Maybe you lost like 5%, yeah, per trade. Alright, so always remember that treat your trading like a business, no? So, say for instance, in a business, you are already contented with 10% gain per month. Alright, so that's your target. So you won't stress yourself out. You won't think of ways on how to find more profits, right? So you will trade more comfortable. On the other way around, the disadvantages of this one is market volatility and fluctuations, no? Well, this will especially include in like the eToro, where it will automatically be sell, right, or automatically be sold. For this one, it's still your decision or your emotions, no? So that's why in the trading, no, you should let your emotions on the side, focus on your strategy, no? But again, it's better said than done, no? I promise, it's better said than done. Say for instance, no, like for instance, the fake volatility, like for this one, no, um, you want to hold or maintain your stock, but certain volatilities force it to break down from its support, right? So that's where your stop loss will take into place. But some scenarios, after you hit the stop loss, the price will tend to go up, and worse, it will still break its resistance. So those things is happening most of the time. So you just need to let that go. Alright, so first of all, you need to set your exit plan. Now, this is where your stop loss and take profit will take it into place. Again, based on your own criteria. Then, plot support resistance area, wherein, I mean, this is the very important part. No? How will you set up this one? Okay, you will use this one. No? Support resistance areas. trends. You can see uptrend or some patterns, head and shoulders, right? Um, moving averages. So like for this one, the three moving averages, maybe, no? Then the Fibonacci retracement, right? So here, so I will do some examples. I already pre-selected 10, all right, 10 stocks for us to identify in the near short term, what are the possible trends, or let's try to investigate what happened before, so what we'll do is we'll set up stop loss and take profit. This is of course for the succeeding days, but previously we'll try to set up and figure out where did it possibly where can we possibly put our stop loss, take profit area based on the support and resistance, trends, moving averages, right? Let's see. Yeah, so here I will be using the three moving averages. All right, hold on. So I have here the 50, 100, the 20, 50, and 100 day moving average. No, it is the MA, not the EMA. Okay, so 20, 50, 100. I also have here the 200 as a backup. No, it is the red one over. It cannot be loaded yet, right? I'm also I also have here ready is the some pointers. So for us to point out where is the possible pivot points or areas of interest, trend lines. I have here trend lines for us to draw. And I have a short, the Fibonacci here, Fibonacci retracement. So let's start, Let's try to analyze SM for this one. What I see here earlier is that we can plot here a resistance area, That resistance area was bought by this points, right? That point right there. Common areas, take note of that, areas. For this one. So we can see that the 969 area is quite a strong support resistance, support turn resistance line. So here, you can consider this as a false or fake breakout, and this one you can consider this as take profit area, maybe because if you are going to use this line, okay, and this line as well, or this area. Right now, what else can we see? The moving averages, okay, it's not doing anything. Maybe here the 50-day moving average serves as its previous support, resistance. Then after it breaks out, so as the 100-day moving average, the stock rallied for a bit, but today it's going downwards. Now, what we can do is plot a support resistance line based on the trends. As you can see here, there's a clear area here. Why? Because of this point, this, and this gap right here below. So as what I do use on my weekly videos, I'm plotting there the cut loss areas or the take profit areas, right? So for this one, we can see a cut loss at around this area. I mean, we have no basis on where did we buy the stock, assuming you bought it today, or when did I record this video, right? Fibonacci, maybe no. Let's say for this one, let's try the Fibonacci here. Plot it at the lowest point, highest point. Plot it here first. This is not that strong retracement at 23, but you can see here somehow it's being hit, right? The retracement areas. All right. Next, we have here BDO. For BDO, ayan, nakasave pa pala. It's still saved, no? Here I have a downtrend. We can consider that one as a resistance. Now, resistance line, so as the 100-day moving average, no? The orange one. Here below, there is a strong support. No? As you can see, if you happen to trade this stock or observe this stock, there is a support around that area, around 85. No? That it was confirmed by this bounce or retracement, and it was also confirmed by this movement. No, so what we can see maybe on the following days or weeks, if this trend will still follow and will test this support line. So if maybe one criteria you can do is that you can buy it at these levels, but take note that the initial trend of the stock is downtrend. No, so at the back of your mind, even though the support area is pleasing, maybe you will take time to consider buying the stock because it's on the downtrend or a resistance area. Maybe if it breaks out from its support or resistance, like for this one, right? It's a downtrend, but it breaks out from its resistance, then it rallied somehow up to this area. Say around 13. If you didn't get that, maybe you can sell at around 6%. Right? Excuse me. Right, next we have JFC. Yeah, for Jollibee, same goes with Jollibee. No, there's a resistance line, a support. This support is being confirmed by these 2 points. Let me just move this one here. No, supported by these points right here, and here. Now, what we can see here, that the 151 area will be retested again. Now, if you hold the stock, maybe you can sell it at around 151 as your TP area or target profit area. No, if you bought it today, you should have gained at around 7% maybe at that point. No, but like for this one, no, if it didn't push through, you can sell it on the following day, or it still depends on your strategy. So this is what we call the TP area, or you can consider that as take profit area, or that's the resistance area. The moving averages here, or the MAs, do not support the movement yet, so as the Fibonacci retracement. No? Next, we have URC. Oh, it's the lines are still safe. For URC, you have these areas as its support. No, as you can see, it's a strong support. Now, what we have here is a resistance line, right? Line now. If this one continues to rally and break, no, we could see that the stock can move up to this area. So, how much is that one? That could be around 149. So if you bought the stock today, it retrace or move sideways at around that area, you can set a take profit around 149 and get 8% return. Where did we base those movement here? No, this movement, this price here, 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 and also this point. Yeah, so it's quite a strong line or strong price. The area, this area as well, no? That area. Yeah, so those areas well are some good take profit or buying area. Maybe if the stock moves at this level, no, or retrace at that level, and see that the stock can move up, you can buy it at this level because that's the possible support area that you can see, where support is you can buy some stocks, and TP around this area. Again, I've the cut loss or take cut loss or stop loss areas will be set by yourselves, but the suggested stop loss percentage usually is around 3 to 5%, or I usually use sometimes um, the moving averages or the nearest lines or the price or the area. If we are going to use the Fibonacci here, all right, from the lowest point or the start of the trend, this is the start of the trend here, then up to this point, no, the 23 is on the resist or the line that we set, and the 38 was quite below the line that we set. So those are the possible retracement area that we can see for URC. So next we have AC. For AC, we can use the, or I've noticed here that we can use the moving average. Like for instance, this one, no? The 20-day moving average serves as its support line. Now it turns as its resistance line. Let's see here if the 20 EMA will be broken for it to pull back up around that area. Alright, let's try to plot some common prices. This point, yeah, maybe this point supports, or this area supports this one, resists this one, supports this one, or let's check kung meron pang on the previous trends, no, historically. Yeah, here, no, yan, see, historically you can see some price areas, no. Wait lang. So there you go. We can set this one as the next resistance or TP area. Now, if you bought the stock at the retracement or the bounce right there, maybe you can set your TP at around this point. So that would be 8%. Now, the selling point would be stop loss at around this point. So that's quite big for a 7% loss. So maybe you could price it up a bit more. So we have like 5 examples left, no? For this one, dito, same. The 20 moving average serves as its support or the trend. It was broken down at this level. It went down. It was broken down at this level. So hopefully the stock can or could move up, no? I think I'm using Fibonacci here before. Let me try that now. Let me try it here. This point up to this point. So that's around 23 up to 38. Another one. This point, maybe here. So that's around 50 to 38. No? Then next, let's check it here. So that's around 38 as well, no? Again, if you watch my video or research on it, around 38, 50, and 61 are some of the strong retracement level of the Fibonacci. For this one, yeah, it's on the 38, but there's a gap down at this area. It retraces at around this area, so maybe some of us would buy at this point right here, no, but it's being faked out or false retracement. All right. Next, we have JGS. Again, no, our flow, no, let's have a recap. Let's draw first support resistance line, no. So if we buy it at this area, no, we could have a stop loss a bit below this one, and a target profit at the resistance area right here, no. It will still be based on your criteria, resistance, or if you will going to wait for it to go down, or kasi there are times that the stock is being paused at the resistance area, and then it will move up to the or break the resistance area and turn bullish, no? So those are some of the scenarios that we can see. So for this one, that could be, this could be around 8%, no, 7%. So yeah, next we have nickel. This is one of the hot stocks today. Here we can now consider again the 20 MA as its support right here, no? Next, there's a gap up, no? That's a good sign. Yan, here, why did I place that support area? Because of this one, and these areas here. Let's try to look back at it here, no? There's, the area is full of like resistance and support around this area. So the next possible TP for you, no, if you want to take profit, maybe around here, but it already went up, no? The next, the higher one could be around this area. That's the one that I could see. Yan. So if you bought the stock, maybe again TP or cut loss area could be below this resistance line. Or in this scenario, no, my personal take on this one, it's quite hard to judge this one because it's a sharp movement, no? For me, what I'll do here is I draw a pattern here, no? Then I'll draw another pattern here, no? Right there. So if this sharper or shorter, or I mean closer support line has been broken, maybe that's the time that I'm going to think of it to sell, no? But for this point, no, there's no need to sell yet. No, that's my take, no? Maybe you could analyze that it also on your own. Last two, we have APX and green. APX is just almost the same with nickel, the movement of it, no, 20 EMA as its support. No, let's try the Fibonacci here, no. Maybe, let me try the Fibonacci nickel. Can we apply it here? Let's try it here, no. Lowest point, highest point. So it's around the 61 to 50. So that's a strong retracement area, no? How about for this one, the gap here, right here and here? So it's still around the 50, no? It's perfectly aligned with the 50 as its retracement. So retracement, again, you can buy at the retracement points, no? Or yeah, you can do or use it as a support line, resistance line, and set your own stop loss or take profit area. Same for this one, no? APX uptrend. There you go. Then another trend closer to that one. So there. Let's use the Fibonacci. This point here. So it's a good retracement around 50 to 38. No, then again, let me try to use it here. No, so lowest to the highest. So it's around 38. It's a good retracement. No, how about for this one? Let's see. Let's see if this will be a good retracement at this point. So this is the lowest point and highest point here. So around 38 yet, no? So maybe the stock could go down up to this area, then hopefully it could retrace as well. Now you can buy at that point, or it depends, no? Because we've already drawn a line here, a sharper line. So if it went down on that area, maybe you could consider checking it first, no? Because again, the stock had, had already moved up quite high pala. So same as AC, no, 20 moving average is one supporting green right here, no, and maybe considering it as its resistance area as well, no. I think I use I use Fibonacci here as well, so you can buy, no, 23%, that's very low, no. You can use those areas to set your buying point, no, here. Then if it breaks out from your, let's say, if it breaks out from the 20 MA, that's the time that you're going to sell. So that's your TP area. Or again, it will still depend on the trend, on the pattern. For this one, it's being resisted around this area. Yes, can possibly move up, but there's a strong resistance line around this point, no? Yan. So maybe you could consider that one as a TP before, no? If you have ride this stock. Alright, so that's it. No, I hope you've learned something from this one. I've noticed that my discussion mostly revolved around the support resistance because that's the common area where you can set your stop loss and take profit. Now, take profit, that's the time you're going to sell, or stop loss, that's not the time that you're going to buy it. No, stop loss is preventing you from losing more, or stop loss here is just another or a reminder that you should implement your risk assessment or risk management plan. Alright, so that's it. No, if you want to learn more, you can join this group, Stock Strats Trading Group. No, and please follow me on my YouTube or on my page pala, then subscribe to this YouTube channel. And don't forget, I'll be having a webinar this August 29. Feel free to join, no, but there is an investment fee, no, a learning fee of 1,800 only. You can learn those things even more in that webinar, no, support resistance, more examples, more scenarios, no, and plus I can still support you with some I will be inviting you to a more exclusive group for me to guide you and share with you my thoughts and for our ideas to match. All right, so thank you for watching, everyone. Please stay safe, especially today, and God bless. Thank you.